Chairman McGovern, Ranking Member Cole, and members of the committee, thank you so much for the opportunity to appear before you today to testify to the importance of ensuring that every child has the nutritious food they need to thrive every day. My name is Ayesha Curry, and I am the co-founder of Eat, Learn, Play Foundation and an ambassador for the No Kid Hungry campaign. Millions of children, as we know in the United States, live with hunger right now, including many in the community of Oakland, California. I've seen firsthand the impact hunger and hardships have on kids and families. Through my foundation, Eat, Learn, Play, and our partnership with No Kid Hungry, I have seen how national and local programs can work together to reach as many of those kids as they can. But it's truly not enough. We need Congress to strengthen the programs that keep food on the table for kids. This hunger crisis in America is extremely urgent. More than 13 million kids are living with hunger in our country, and this hunger affects everything from their ability to learn, their physical and mental health, the opportunity to reach their full potential, and so on and so forth. It's completely cyclical. And every missed meal counts for a kid because an empty stomach that hurts today also hurts their futures. This is especially true for kids from families of color who face hunger, poverty, and hardship at even higher levels. I've personally seen hunger in the community of Oakland, but I know that no community, urban, suburban, rural, is free from this issue. Food is not an essential school supply, it's the essential school supply. And when kids don't get the food they need, it's harder for them to learn or focus in class, affecting everything from test scores to graduation rates. There are numerous studies that back this up and show proof and evidence of that. I'm a working mom, and my husband and I have 3 little ones at home. And as a mom, I know what it's like to want to build a strong, healthy, and successful life for my children. I know how important a good breakfast is for all of them to help them focus and learn, and how I'm sure, as many of us know, with the Zoom school and the pandemic, how cranky they can get when they're hungry. Things just don't work the way that they should. Families are already working so hard to make ends meet, but no mom or dad should ever have to deal with the pain and stress of wondering how they're going to put enough food on the table for their kids tonight. So that's why I'm also an advocate. The work of Eat, Learn, Play is rooted in being a village for those who don't always have one. And the effects of COVID-19 created an unprecedented challenge in our community. So I want to take the time to just share a story of a loving mother who, like many, faced incredible hardships this past year. Christina is a Black woman from the San Antonio neighborhood in Oakland, California. She's a single mom of 2 children who attended an elementary school there called Garfield Elementary School. It's a part of the Oakland Unified School District. And Christina's children are among the 18,000 students that have counted on their schools for a significant percentage of their nutritional needs. March 13th last year, OUSD's school building shut down because of the pandemic, and parents like Christina were left wondering where their child's next meal would come from. Shortly after that, Christina was laid off from her service industry job because her business closed when local shelter-in-place orders went into effect. I know you guys are hearing this story and saying this is nothing new, and that is devastating to me because Christina's story is very similar to the 10,000 Oakland families who showed up twice a week to receive meals during the pandemic at OUSD meal distribution sites and throughout the nation at distribution sites just like it. This is thanks to critical federal nutrition programs and the heroic work of OUSD school workers. Oakland students have continued to have access to healthy and nutritious meals. This past year has shown us how critical nutritious meals are in order to keep children healthy and on track to reach their full potential. Like McGovern said, childhood hunger is completely solvable. And federal nutrition programs are essential for kids to get the food they need, no matter where they live or what time of year it is. But to reach as many kids as we need to reach right now, we need these programs to be stronger. And that means action from Congress. For example, like we've heard today, programs like SNAP and WIC are grocery benefits that make sure parents can feed their kids at home. Increasing these benefits means families can purchase more of the groceries their kids need when they need them. School meals make sure kids have the nutrition they need to focus and stay nourished during the school day. And finally, summer. Summer is actually the hardest time to reach kids with the food that they need. But last year, we actually saw what happens when schools and organizations were allowed to modernize their programs, letting parents pick up multiple meals at a time, or dropping meals off directly to a child's house. I do want to take the time today to applaud Congress and the White House for expanding the pandemic EBT program through this summer when kids and families struggle the most, and building on PEBT by proposing to make summer EBT permanent. We will need continued help from Congress to make sure programs help hungry kids during the summer, the hungriest time of year. So I'm very excited for this and hope that we can solidify it. I've seen our foundation be a part of the hard work happening on the ground with hunger heroes in our community who are doing amazing work to feed kids every single day. Like I said earlier, it truly takes a village to meet the level of food insecurity caused by the pandemic. Our collaborations with organizations like No Kid Hungry, World Central Kitchen, the Alameda County Community Food Bank, OUSD, and so many other wonderful organizations has made an incredible impact for hungry kids and families. But charities alone cannot fill the gaps to make plates full and children whole. So today I'm really coming from a place as a mom, an advocate for change. I came to the United States when I started high school, and I thought that, it was going to be like an episode of Friday Night Lights, and that turned out not to be true. The person sitting next to me, would come to school without a meal. Who knows the person sitting down the table when they had their last meal. And just to know now as a mom that my children can be going to school with children who have not eaten or don't show up to school with a lunch or don't have food during the summer is just baffling to me. And as Chairman McGovern said earlier, this is completely solvable and the money is there. So I really feel like we need to get together and solve this thing because it's completely solvable, and we really need to change this. So what I'm trying to say is, Congress, kids need your help. You have the power to change this. And with your leadership, these programs can be stronger, more flexible, and reach more kids. People used to say hunger is a nonpartisan issue, and I really want to stand here today or sit here today in front of you and say that we all need to be kid partisan without question. So I urge Congress to support and strengthen federal nutrition policies to close the summer meal gap, strengthen school meal programs, and ensure benefits like SNAP and WIC are reaching the kids and families who need them. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to come out and see our work here in Oakland, to meet the people behind these stories, to learn their triumphs and struggles firsthand and see the difference that these federal nutrition programs make in their lives. In closing, thank you guys so much for allowing me to meet with you today and speak my piece. And I am so grateful for our time together. So thank you.